to stop that play really before it got started.
Out of his end zone, Jackson. It'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line. A gain there. First down, Baltimore.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
That is sweet. Gain of 16 on back-to-back plays. And another first down. Jackson out of the pistol. He's got a receiver wide open, left side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 21. Good for a Raven first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately?
Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone. At the 12-yard line.
Set. Anyway,
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. A give. Here's Hall. And a good tackle to a gain of just 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Second and 7.
Great, set. Trimmer.
Another run here with Hall. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Third down and 9.
No touch that.
So a turnover-filled first quarter has come to an end. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it 3rd and 9 to begin.
Great, set.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. It is brought in the end zone. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Steelers. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second down, Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. The linebacker, Keon White. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
Evans in punt formation.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that possession of the football.
Yo, touch that. 180, 180. Yo, touch.
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. He'll go again with Hall. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. To throw, Hurts. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. Play action now, Jackson. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Heads Walker. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. He'll start at the 2. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. On play action, Hurts. He'll get that complete right side. It's Bellinger. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Gain of 12. First down, Pittsburgh.
Motion man is Rice. Send a man in motion right. They give to Hall. He's got room to to the 45. And he'll finally be taken down at the Ravens' 33-yard line. That's a pickup of 33. The defense bewildered. A rough start to this drive. First and 10.
Great, set. 180, 63. Alpha. Delta.
Give up the middle with Hall. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 9.
Great, set. 180,
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Here's a second and 9.
Great, set. Delta.
Hurts. Rolling right. Now he'll run. And he'll be lucky to just get some positive yards out of that one. Out of bounds, pickup of 2.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Delta.
On third down, here's Hurts. Flush to his right. Hurts will give himself up here at the end, but not before he picks up a first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He was brought down by Kyle Hamilton. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 8-yard line.
They'll come up here on second down and 5.
Delta, set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Second and 5.
Delta, set.
Now whistles here and a penalty. I think somebody moved early up front.
Great, set. Delta.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Moving outside the pocket. A throw there on second down. Going to be incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop at 45 seconds to go until halftime. Good drive so far, but this is a big hurdle. It is 3rd and 10. To throw is Hurts. Flush to his right. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start to this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer.
Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he will score. Touchdown, Steelers. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
Their own 24-yard line.
Hey! No, we take.
Jackson now to throw on first down. On the move left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. 3rd and 5. On play action, here's Jackson. That is caught. He finds Walker. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Now a signal, a timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. Off the play fake. Jackson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. This throw right is taken in by 5. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
to the right side. He's got Andrews. Big strides. Look at him go. And he will go all the way. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
2. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Teddy Buchanan is there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8. On play action, here's Hurts. This one pulled in by the tight end Bellinger. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
Motion man is Rice.
Let's go. Trimmers.
They will run it over center with Hall. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 17 yards on that play. That's a Steeler 1st down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the 1st half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hall. Room to run inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the Ravens' 16-yard line. A big-time run there by Hall. 35 yards.
What a good run there. That's going to put him over 100 for today's game, Mike. And it just seems as the game goes on, this guy just seems to get better and better.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
Hey, 73.
They'll run out of the gun with Johnson. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. On the give, it's Hall. And that one's going to be thrown down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring him down for a loss.
They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. Here's Hurts. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. They put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
Go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now, faking the give. He's got his tight end likely downfield. And he will score. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more. Now they'll set up to throw. That is hot. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy is better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Johnson now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Handoff. Here comes Hall. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
He's going to tuck it and go. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
And they'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Just across the midfield stripe. Here's second down and 4. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll work now on second and 4. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Off the play fake, Hurts moving to his right. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Mike Freed in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the 4th quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense. When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging, because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
He'll go again here with Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Big play coming up. This is third down. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That is brought in. And he's going to be dragged down, but not till he's inside the 25. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 52 yards.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll run it on first down with Henry. And he'll get about 5. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Lamar going to work from the pistol. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll be third down.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Third and short, Jackson. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal. He's taken down at the 7.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal.
Oh, we're ready.
Mitchell will take this one into the end zone. It's a Raven touchdown. Luke now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens have taken a 4-point advantage.
Ravens 28, Steelers 24.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. It's first down, and it's Paul. And showing a little versatility as he takes this one forward up to the 34, a pickup of 9.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Here's Hall. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
'On on 1st and 10. It's Hurts. He'll send this one out to home. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. It is 2nd and a yard. Now Hurts going to call his own number. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, it's funny when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
They'll drop to throw. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. Still going. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 38 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Back into the hands of Shakir. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And the rush gets there. Down he goes.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
3rd and long for Hurts. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock. What's the play call here? 4th down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will have the 1st down. So they roll the dice on 4th down in the red zone. And it pays off with 1st and goal.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Here is 1st and goal. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's hauled in at the 2. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game.